For most of human history, attention was a survival skill. If you lost focus for a few seconds, you might miss a predator, or accidentally walk into a river, or marry the wrong person. So, evolution gave humans a reasonably functional attention span, which we then decided to test by inventing the internet. If you spend any amount of time online, you may have noticed something interesting. A lot of people suddenly think they have ADHD. Not just a few people, millions of people. Entire comment sections. You will see videos titled things like 5 signs you might have ADHD, 10 habits of people with ADHD, things people with ADHD do that others don't understand. And every comment section looks like this. Wait, this is literally me. Hold on, I do all of these. Bro, I have had ADHD this whole time. Which leads to the obvious question. Did ADHD suddenly explode across the population? Or did the internet accidentally create an environment where everyone behaves like they have it? A lot of ADHD content online focuses on relatable behaviors, things like getting distracted easily, procrastinating, losing track of time, forgetting things, having 37 tabs open, starting tasks and not finishing them. Now the problem with this list is that it also describes almost everyone who owns a smartphone. You open your laptop to finish an assignment. 5 minutes later, you are watching a video about a man restoring a 1937 toaster. You do not own a toaster. You do not want a toaster. But now you know more about antique toaster restoration than you know about your assignment. This is not necessarily ADHD. This is the internet. The internet runs on a very simple business model. Attention. Your attention is the product. Your focus is the currency. And tech companies are very good at extracting it. Every platform is designed to answer one question. How do we keep this person looking at the screen for 3 more minutes? Which leads to inventions like infinite scrolling, autoplay, notifications, short form video, and the psychological masterpiece known as just one more. Which of course turns into, I have no idea where the last 3 hours went. Your brain evolved to focus on few important things like food, danger, social relationships. The internet said, what if we replace those with 10,000 things per hour? Your brain now processes breaking news, memes, celebrity drama, productivity advice, conspiracy theories, cooking videos, political arguments, dog wearing sunglasses, all within the same 15-minute window. Your brain is not built for this, but the algorithm is very happy with this arrangement. Now something interesting happens. People notice their attention is worse than it used to be. They search online, why can't I focus? The internet responds, maybe you have ADHD. This content gets millions of views. Why? Because it is extremely relatable. People watch, they comment, this is me. The algorithm sees high engagement and concludes, people love ADHD content, so it recommends more of it. Which leads to more people discovering it, which leads to more people relating to it, which leads to more content, which leads to more people relating to it. Congratulations, you have created a feedback loop. There is another reason ADHD content spreads so quickly online. It gives people language. For many people, discovering ADHD explanations can feel incredibly validating. It explains things that have been confusing for years. Why school was difficult, why focus feels inconsistent, why certain tasks feel impossible. So these communities grow quickly. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Finding people who understand your experience can be powerful. But when something spreads through the internet, it also spreads through internet logic, which means nuance disappears. The internet loves lists. 7 signs you might have ADHD, 10 traits of ADHD brains. The problem is that lists simplify complex conditions. Clinical ADHD diagnosis involves long-term patterns, multiple environments, medical assessment, professional evaluation. But online content compresses this into, if you sometimes forget where your phone is, you might have ADHD, which technically is true, but it also describes every human who has ever owned a phone. The real twist in this story is something slightly darker. Even people without ADHD are struggling to focus now because the internet itself is designed to fragment attention. Short videos, constant switching, fast simulation, your brain starts adapting. You get used to novelty. Long-form focus becomes harder. Books feel slower. Study feels painful. And suddenly people think something is wrong with them. But it might not just be you. It might be the environment. Modern platforms compete for one thing, time. If a platform can keep you watching longer, it wins. If it can get you to open the app again, it wins. Your focus is being optimized against. not protected, which means the same system that damages attention also hosts millions of videos explaining why your attention feels broken. This is a bit like fast food company opening a gym next door. So the question might not be, why does everyone online think they have ADHD? The better question might be, why does modern life make so many people feel like they can't focus? Because for the first time in history, human attention is competing against machines specifically designed to defeat it. And those machines are very good at their job. ADHD is a real and serious condition that affects millions of people. But the internet has also created something new, an environment where distraction is constant, where focus is interrupted every few seconds, where the most successful content is also the content that grabs your brain instantly. Which means the internet might not be giving everyone ADHD, but it definitely is training everyone's brain to behave like it. And the algorithm is very happy about it, because while you were watching this video, it learned something about you and it would like to show you another one, just one more.